Do you often find yourself staring at the ceiling when the clock hasn't even ticked past 4 in the morning? Maybe you drift off easily enough, only to awaken in the dark, well before the sun even thinks about rising. It's a frustrating and often unsettling experience. Isn't it, many of us? As we get a little older, just accept this as an unavoidable part of aging. A kind of unspoken agreement with the sunrise that our deep sleeping days are behind us. We might sigh, check the time, maybe get up for a glass of water, and then toss and turn, feeling like we've failed at something as basic as getting a good night's rest. That feeling of exhaustion can cast a shadow over your whole day, making you feel sluggish, forgetful, and just not quite yourself. But what if I told you that waking up before 4 a.m. isn't always an inevitable consequence of getting older? What if there's a deeper conversation your body is trying to have with you? And by understanding it, you can reclaim those precious morning hours for truly restful sleep. It's not just about getting more sleep. It's about improving your energy, sharpening your mind, and boosting your overall well-being. In this video, we're going to uncover the surprising truths behind those early morning wake-ups and explore simple, practical habits that can transform your nights and, by extension, your days. We'll look at easy adjustments you can make to your daily routine, how you interact with light, what you eat and drink, and even how you think about bedtime, all designed to help you sleep deeper, longer, and wake up feeling truly refreshed. Stick around, because by the end, you'll discover something truly surprising that could change your relationship with sleep forever. So, let's dive into why this early waking happens and what we can do about it. Starting with something truly fundamental: light. You see, our bodies are magnificent timekeepers, equipped with an internal clock known as the circadian rhythm. This clock largely dictates when we feel sleepy and when we feel awake. And it's incredibly sensitive to light. For most of our lives, especially when we were younger, we naturally spent more time outdoors, exposed to natural light patterns. But as we get older, our lifestyles often change. We might spend more time indoors, or our exposure to light might become less consistent. Imagine your internal clock as a finely tuned instrument. Bright natural light, especially in the morning, acts like a tuning fork, telling your body, okay, it's daytime time to be awake and alert. This morning light helps suppress melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, and signals your body to gear up for the day. Conversely, as evening approaches and light fades, your body naturally starts producing melatonin, preparing you for sleep. The problem for many of us, especially those waking up before 4 a.m., often starts right here. We might not be getting enough bright, natural light in the morning, or we're getting too much artificial light at night. Think about it. Do you pull back the curtains first thing? Or do you wander around in dim light for an hour? Are you sitting by a window in the morning? Or is your first hour spent scrolling on a phone or watching morning news in a dimly lit room when your body doesn't get that strong morning light signal? Its internal clock can get a little confused. It doesn't quite know when day truly starts, which can then throw off the timing of your melatonin production, causing you to feel sleepy earlier than you should, but also, paradoxically, causing you to wake up too early. It's like setting your alarm for 6 a.m., but your body thinks it's already 4 a.m. because its internal clock isn't aligned with the real world. To help reset this, one of the most powerful habits you can adopt is to embrace morning light as soon as you wake up. Even if it's still dark outside and you're waking early, try to get some form of bright light. If the sun is up, step outside for 10 to 15 minutes. Take your morning coffee onto the porch, check your mail, or simply stand by a window. Even on a cloudy day, outdoor light is significantly brighter and more effective than indoor light. If it's still pitch black outside when you first wake, use a bright indoor light in your main living space. Avoid the dim glow of a small lamp. This initial blast of light sends a clear message to your brain. It's time to wake up, produce cortisol for energy, and get ready for the day. This simple act helps anchor your circadian rhythm, pushing back that natural early wake-up time. Now, As important as morning light is, what you do with light in the evening is equally crucial. In our modern world, we're surrounded by artificial light long after the sun goes down. We have bright overhead lights, televisions, tablets, smartphones, and computers. These devices emit blue light, which is particularly effective at suppressing melatonin production. So, imagine this. You've had a long day. You settle down for the evening. Maybe you're reading on your tablet or watching your favorite show, and your room is brightly lit. Your body is trying to wind down, trying to release that sleepy hormone, melatonin. But all this bright, blue-rich light is telling it, stay awake, it's still daytime. This continuous suppression of melatonin can delay your body's natural readiness for sleep. When you finally do turn off the lights and climb into bed, your body hasn't had enough time to properly ramp up melatonin production, leading to a lighter, less restorative sleep, and a higher likelihood of waking up early, feeling like you haven't truly rested. To counter this, a truly powerful second habit is to create a deliberate evening wind-down routine that signals to your body that bedtime is approaching. About an hour or two before you plan to go to sleep, start dimming the lights in your home. Use warmer, softer light sources, like lamps with low wattage bulbs, instead of bright overhead lights. Think about the cozy glow of a campfire or candlelight. That's the kind of light that won't disrupt your melatonin. And this is a big one. Minimize your exposure to screens, especially your phone and tablet, if you absolutely must use them. Consider using blue light filtering glasses or activating the night mode settings on your devices, which shift the screen's color, spectrum to warmer tones. Instead of scrolling on your phone, try reading a physical book, listening to some calming music, doing some gentle stretching, or even taking a warm bath or shower. A warm bath helps raise your body temperature. And then as your body cools down afterwards, it mimics the natural temperature drop that signals sleep. These activities are like a gentle lullaby for your brain, helping it shift from an alert, active state to a relaxed, sleepy one. When you consistently send these sleep signals to your body, you're helping it prepare for a deeper, more consolidated stretch of rest, reducing the chances of those frustrating early morning wake-ups. Now that we've discussed how important light and a calming evening routine are for regulating your sleep, let's move on to something else that deeply impacts your nights, and that's what you choose to put into your body. Next, let's talk about what you put into your body and when. It might seem obvious, but what you eat and drink, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime, plays a huge role in the quality of your sleep and whether you're waking up before the roosters. Consider caffeine, for instance. Most of us enjoy a good cup of coffee or tea to get us going in the morning, and that's perfectly fine. But caffeine has a surprisingly long half-life, meaning it stays in your system much longer than you might think. A half-life of 5 hours means that if you have a cup of coffee at noon, half of that caffeine is still buzzing around in your system at 5 p.m. Have another cup in the afternoon, and you're adding to that lingering buzz. Even if you don't feel wired, that residual caffeine can interfere with your body's ability to transition into deep, restorative sleep. It might not prevent you from falling asleep initially, but it can make your sleep lighter and more fragmented, increasing the likelihood of those jarring early morning awakenings. So, a key habit is to set a caffeine cutoff time. For many older adults, stopping caffeine consumption by early afternoon, say 2 or 3 p.m., is a game changer. Experiment with what works for you, but err on the side of caution. If you find yourself reaching for that afternoon pick-me-up, try switching to a decaffeinated version or an herbal tea instead. Your body will thank you for it come 3 a.m. Alcohol is another big culprit when it comes to early morning awakenings. While a glass of wine or a beer might initially make you feel sleepy and help you nod off quickly, it severely disrupts the quality of your sleep later in the night. Alcohol acts as a sedative, but its effects are short-lived, as your body metabolizes the alcohol, typically in the second half of the night. It creates what's called a rebound effect. This rebound leads to lighter sleep, more frequent awakenings, and often a suppressed REM sleep phase, which is crucial for memory consolidation and emotional regulation. You might find yourself waking up hot, needing to use the bathroom, or just feeling restless and unable to get back to sleep. So, if you enjoy an alcoholic beverage, try to consume it several hours before bedtime, allowing your body ample time to process it. Ideally, consider reducing or avoiding alcohol in the evenings altogether if you're consistently waking up early. It's a simple adjustment that can have a profound impact on your sleep continuity. Beyond stimulants and depressants, the timing and size of your meals also matter. Eating a heavy, rich, or spicy meal too close to bedtime can put your digestive system into overdrive when it should be winding down. Your body will be busy digesting food instead of focusing on rest and repair, leading to discomfort, heartburn, or just a general feeling of being too full to truly relax into sleep. Aim to finish your last significant meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to bed. If you absolutely need a snack before bed, choose something light and easy to digest, like a small banana, a few nuts, or a piece of whole grain toast. These options won't overtax your digestive system and can even provide some helpful nutrients for sleep, like magnesium or tryptophan. And while we're talking about what goes into your body, let's not forget about hydration. Staying well hydrated throughout the day is vital for overall health, but drinking too much liquid right before bed can lead to frequent trips to the bathroom during the night. Waking up to use the restroom is one of the most common reasons older adults struggle with sleep continuity. It breaks your sleep cycle and makes it harder to fall back asleep, especially if your mind starts racing once you're awake. The simple habit here is to front-load your hydration. Drink plenty of water earlier in the day and gradually reduce your fluid intake in the late evening, especially in the 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This doesn't mean dehydrating yourself, just being mindful of the timing. You'll find that by making these mindful adjustments to your diet and hydration timing, you're setting the stage for a much more peaceful and uninterrupted night, allowing your body to stay in that deeper sleep for longer. Now that we've discussed the power of light and the impact of what you eat and drink, let's talk about something else that profoundly influences your sleep: how you move your body. Physical activity is a cornerstone of good health at any age, and it's especially beneficial for sleep. However, it's not just about exercising, it's about the type and timing of your activity. Think about a time when you've had a really active day. Maybe you did some gardening, took a long walk, or even just were on your feet more than usual. Chances are, you felt more tired and slept better that night. That's because regular physical activity, even moderate levels, helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle and can promote deeper, more restorative sleep. When your body expends energy during the day, it naturally needs to recover and rebuild at night, leading to a stronger drive for sleep. However, the timing of your exercise is crucial. While a brisk walk or a session at the gym can do wonders for your sleep, doing vigorous exercise too close to bedtime can have the opposite effect. When you engage in intense physical activity, your body temperature rises, your heart rate increases, and you release stimulating hormones like adrenaline. These physiological responses are excellent for waking you up and energizing you, but they are exactly what you don't want when you're trying to wind down for sleep. Imagine trying to calm a racing engine just minutes before you want to turn it off. It just doesn't work efficiently. So, if you enjoy more vigorous workouts, try to schedule them earlier in the day, perhaps in the morning or early afternoon. This gives your body ample time to cool down, for your heart rate to normalize, and for those stimulating hormones to dissipate, allowing you to transition smoothly into a state of relaxation as evening approaches. For the hours closer to bedtime, focus on gentler forms of movement. This could be a leisurely stroll after dinner, some gentle stretching, or perhaps some Tai Chi or yoga. These activities can help release tension, improve flexibility, and signal to your body that it's time to slow down. Even just incorporating more movement into your day, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, parking a little further away, or doing light chores around the house, can contribute to better sleep. The key is consistent, moderate activity that leaves you feeling pleasantly tired, not wired. It's about creating a healthy fatigue that encourages deep sleep, rather than an overstimulation that keeps you awake. Beyond movement, The very environment in which you sleep plays a powerful role in those early morning awakenings. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, designed to optimize rest. The three main components to consider are temperature, light, and sound. First, temperature. Many older adults find they are more sensitive to temperature fluctuations, and a bedroom that's too warm is a common culprit for disturbed sleep. When you're trying to sleep, your core body temperature naturally dips slightly, and a cool environment helps facilitate this process. A room that's too hot can lead to restlessness, sweating, and frequent awakenings, often before dawn, as your body struggles to regulate its temperature. Most sleep experts recommend keeping your bedroom temperature between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees Celsius. Experiment within this range to find what feels most comfortable for you. It might feel chilly at first, but many people find they sleep much more soundly in a cooler room, snuggled under blankets, allowing their body to stay in that ideal temperature zone for deep sleep. Second, light. We've already talked about the importance of light in regulating your circadian rhythm, but specifically in your bedroom. Any light can be disruptive. Even a sliver of light from a street lamp, the glow of a digital alarm clock, or indicator lights on electronics can subtly interfere with melatonin production and signal to your brain that it's not completely dark. Remember, your body needs true darkness to produce melatonin effectively. So, make your bedroom as dark as possible. Invest in blackout curtains or blinds that block out external light completely. Cover up any glowing lights from electronics, or better yet, remove them from the bedroom entirely. If you have an ensuite bathroom, ensure any night lights or external light from there doesn't spill into your sleeping space. Consider an eye mask if you can't achieve complete darkness. It might seem like a small detail, but creating a cave-like environment can significantly improve your sleep quality and help you stay asleep longer. Lastly, sound. Just like light, unexpected sounds can pull you out of sleep, especially during lighter sleep stages or when you're already prone to early awakenings. This could be traffic noise, a neighbor's dog, or even sounds from within your own home. While complete silence isn't always achievable, creating a consistent sound environment can be very helpful. Some people find that white noise machines or even a fan can be incredibly effective. These devices create a consistent, low-level hum that masks sudden, disruptive noises, essentially creating a sound blanket that allows your brain to stay in a deeper state of rest. Experiment with different types of white noise, or even nature sounds like gentle rain or ocean waves to see what helps you feel most relaxed and secure. By optimizing your sleep environment, making it cool, dark, and quiet, you are providing your body with the perfect conditions to fully embrace and maintain a deep, uninterrupted slumber, making those pre-dawn wake-ups a thing of the past. Finally, while we've talked a lot about physical habits and environmental adjustments, there's an often overlooked factor that profoundly impacts why many older adults wake up before 4 a.m. The activity happening inside your head. Worry, anxiety, and an overactive mind are incredibly common culprits for disrupted sleep. You might fall asleep fine, but then at 2 or 3 a.m., your brain decides it's the perfect time to review your to-do list, rehash conversations, or fret about future concerns. This mental chatter triggers a stress response in your body, releasing hormones like cortisol that are designed to make you alert and ready for action. Not sleep. It's like your internal alarm clock is being tripped by your own thoughts, pulling you out of peaceful slumber and leaving you frustrated and wide awake in the dark. To counter this, developing habits that quiet your mind before bed and manage stress throughout the day is absolutely essential. One powerful tool is a worry journal. About an hour or two before bed, take 10-15 minutes to simply write down everything that's on your mind. Don't filter. Don't judge. Just get it all out onto paper. Worries, tasks, ideas, unresolved thoughts. Once it's written down, you can tell your brain, okay, I've captured this. I don't need to hold on to it anymore. Tonight. I'll deal with it tomorrow. This simple act can be incredibly liberating and prevent those thoughts from ambushing you in the middle of the night. Another effective strategy is to incorporate mindfulness or relaxation techniques into your evening routine. This doesn't have to be complicated. It could be 5 minutes of deep, slow breathing, focusing on the rise and fall of your abdomen, or listening to a guided meditation designed for sleep. There are many free apps and resources available that can walk you through gentle body scans or visualizations. The goal is to shift your focus away from external worries and onto the present moment, creating a sense of calm and stillness that is conducive to sleep. Think of it as gently guiding your mind from a busy highway to a quiet country lane. Furthermore, cultivating a sense of gratitude can be surprisingly beneficial. Before you go to sleep, take a moment to reflect on 3 things that went well or that you are grateful for from your day. This shifts your mindset from what's wrong or what needs to be done to a more positive and peaceful frame of mind. Ending your day on a note of appreciation can profoundly impact your emotional state as you drift off to sleep, making it less likely for negative thoughts to surface and disrupt your rest. Remember, sleep is not just a physical process, it's a mental one too. By actively managing your thoughts and emotions, you are essentially creating a calmer, more welcoming environment for deep, continuous sleep. These practices aren't about eliminating stress entirely, which is impossible, but about learning to process it and put it aside when it's time for rest. So, as we've explored, those early morning wake-ups are rarely just a sign of getting older. They're often a gentle, or not so gentle, nudge from your body, telling you that something in your routine, your environment, or even your mindset is slightly out of sync. From harnessing the power of natural light in the morning and dimming it appropriately in the evening, to being mindful of what and when you eat and drink, especially avoiding late-night caffeine and alcohol. We've talked about the importance of incorporating regular, gentle physical activity into your day, while avoiding intense workouts too close to bedtime. And we've highlighted how crucial it is to create a cool, dark, and quiet sleep sanctuary, a true haven for rest. Most importantly, we've acknowledged the powerful role your mind plays, and how simple habits like journaling worries, practicing mindfulness, or focusing on gratitude can quiet the mental chatter that often pulls you from your deepest sleep. Remember, every single one of these suggestions isn't a strict rule, but rather an invitation to experiment and discover what works best for your unique body and life. You don't have to implement everything all at once. Start with 1 or 2 changes that feel manageable. Give them a consistent try, and observe how your sleep begins to transform. Maybe it's just making sure to open the curtains first thing, or perhaps committing to no screens an hour before bed. Small, consistent steps truly add up to significant improvements over time. The journey to better sleep is a gentle progression, not a race. You're not alone in experiencing these early awakenings. And with these insights, you now have the tools to begin taking back your nights. Imagine waking up feeling truly refreshed, ready to embrace the day with energy and a clear mind, rather than battling fatigue from the moment your eyes open. This is within your reach. What are your experiences with early morning awakenings? Have you tried any of these tips, or do you have other strategies that have worked wonders for you? We'd love to hear your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Your experiences can truly help others who are navigating similar challenges. And if you found this video helpful and believe it could benefit someone you know, please consider giving it a thumbs up and sharing it. And for more practical advice and inspiring content designed to help you thrive at every stage of life, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Here's to deeper sleep, brighter mornings, and living your best life at every age.